Everybody was kung fu fighting. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You already know what time it is. We are going to give Kung Fu Panda 4 a rating of a 8 out of 10. And here's why. What to do? I'm Stu. Let me be your movie guy. Today, we'll be talking about Kung Fu Panda 4. That's right, the 4th installment in the Kung Fu Panda franchise. Hopefully, you've all have seen Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, and 3. I think they were all great for different reasons. And we're going to dive into Kung Fu Panda 4 now. From what I saw, it's making some pretty good money, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get a 5th. I'm like 85% sure on it. So, when it comes to Kung Fu Panda 4, there is something that you should know going into this film. If you are a very big fan of the Furious 5 with Tigress and Mantis and all of those characters, then you should definitely be aware that Kung Fu Panda 4 does not have them in this film. This is strictly on Po, Jack Black's character, Po, the Dragon Warrior, turning into a master. He is about to take the place of Master Oogway in this franchise, which I think is only right because the first 3 he hangs out with the Furious 5, he defeats villains throughout, those films with the Furious 5. And I feel like now it's time for him to, grow his own wings, break away, become his own master within his own right. As you know, if you've seen the first 3 films, they always mention or include how Po is a very big fan of the past Kung Fu legends and masters throughout this franchise. And only in, just seeing him become a master himself did something really good for me because Po got them hands. And it's funny because he's so unassuming being a panda, but Po can scrap with the best of them. Like, he is not anything to play with, basically. And I think it shows very much throughout the trilogy, but in this 4th one, he's pretty much fighting less and more so taking a mentorship role. But by doing that, by mentoring someone else underneath him, he kind of learns what it means to be a true master. That having hands isn't the only qualification of being a master. You have to know how to talk to people. You have to know how to problem solve. You have to know more things than just punching and kicking. So that is an aspect of the film that I really enjoyed. But I'm not gonna lie, I did wish that the villain, the Chameleon, which is played by Viola Davis, I was really hoping that the Chameleon would be much more in the film, because judging by the trailer, y'all, you would think that the Chameleon throughout the film is taking the Kung Fu from past Kung Fu masters, including Tai Lung from the very first film. Yes, it was really nice seeing him back on screen for I don't know. He was fighting for maybe 2 minutes, if that, which was really awesome. But I mean, aside from that, you don't really see the Chameleon fight a lot of these masters that she's interacting with, stealing their Kung Fu, trying to force herself to become her own master by not actually doing the work, not actually putting in the hours in the gym, as they say in the basketball world. We didn't get to see her interact or fight more villains, and I thought that would have made the film a 10 out of 10, because currently I have it at probably an 8 out of 10, because for me, I really enjoy films when the villain is menacing, when the villain is here messing up stuff, they are not to be played with. And I didn't get that entirely with the Chameleon until the very end, where the Chameleon is fighting Poe's, when the Chameleon is fighting Po and when the Chameleon is fighting the mentor. And I feel like the film did do a good job at having Po have to rely on the wisdom he imparted to his mentee and see how his mentee uses what they've been imparted with and use that against the Chameleon. I thought that was done pretty well. The soundtrack was pretty good. I mean, the Kung Fu Panda movie soundtracks are always, pretty spot on, to be honest with y'all. I think that Po learned a lot of things throughout the film. And I think that Po, going into Kung Fu Panda 5, will probably get taken out. Because the thing is, everything is a cycle, right? Like, Po is built up in these 3 movies. He's, in a way, kind of passing the baton in Kung Fu Panda 4. And then stepping into 5, the only logical conclusion in my head is that Po is killed off, or Po is very, very badly injured to where he has to retire. And he basically tosses it up to the next generation. You know, that's nothing new with stories, but I think that makes the most sense for the Po character in this Kung Fu Panda series. So let me know what you think about the series. Again, I would give Kung Fu Panda 4 a 8 out of 10. I definitely will be getting into Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, and 3 very soon for you all. So just let me know what you thought about Kung Fu Panda 4. Did you take your kids? If you have kids, did you enjoy the film? Did you not enjoy it? Did it bore you? Did it excite you? Were you on the edge of your seat? Let me know. And as always, make sure you subscribe. Till next time, peace.